Hi guys, how are you doing? We are here again. I was like, where the fuck is the mirror? Okay, we are here again. We are going to be doing Chitra, which is the next nakshatra, from the end of Virgo to the beginning of Libra. I have my sun here, my natal sun here. And this is going to be ruled by Mars. So we are at the middle of our progression through the nakshatras that are ruled by Mars. There's some controversy, I feel like, with this nakshatra a little bit. They're just a little bit, we can be a little bit mischievous. Maybe mischievous? Yeah, that's a good word for it. Okay, so I do have a channeled song. It is by Everlast. And it's called Smoking and Drinking. I'm going to read you all of the lyrics, but you can also listen to it if you'd like to. But it's, I'm on my bullshit, barstool pimpin' on some southern fried chicken, on a whiskey-soaked August day, and she told me last summer that she lost her only lover 'cause he got himself locked away. He was cooking and trippin', she was on the pole strippin', just as American as apple pie. Now she's looking for a lover 'cause she wants to be her mother, trying to show me that she's ride or die. She looks a little bit weathered, but she's down for whatever, and she probably knows a trick or two. Says she's got a few friends. If you got a couple M's, boy, they'll probably let you fuck them too. I'm on my bullshit, smoking and drinking, just wasting my time. No worry, no thinking, more women, more wine. I'm on my bullshit. Smoking and drinking, just wasting my time. No worry, no thinking, more women, more wine. I'm on my bullshit. Drinking with some trouble till I start to see double. And then they tell me, then they put me in the city jail. Sometimes you make problems, and the only way to solve them is to always walk around with bail. I lost a few nights, and I lost a couple fights, blacked out on a whiskey binge. I sold a lot of ticks, fucked a bunch of chicks, a bunch of hot chicks, and a couple that might make you cringe. I got to keep it 100. If I say I don't give a fuck about how you feel. All you cheaters and liars with y'all cheap amplifiers talking about how you keep it real. I'm on my bullshit. That made me nervous to read. So, I'm a chrome-plated man of steel, severely underrated, occasionally hated, 'cause I like to tell it how I feel. When push comes to shove, I got a whole lot of love. It also says something about, like low temperature hot glue guns or something like that. So you could be hot gluing something. So anyways, but we don't need to talk about that. I don't want to say that I'd like not mention it because then I feel like it would manifest for sure. So something about hot glue guns came out in the song. I'm not sure what that's about, but anyways, we're just going to keep reading. Because I like to tell it how I feel. When push comes to shove, I got a whole lot of love from the people still holding me down, made a whole lot of M's, and kept a few friends whole time I've been fucking around. I'm on my bullshit, smoking and drinking, just wasting my time. No worry and no thinking, more women, more wine. I'm on my bullshit. Sorry if that took a while. It's by Everlast. It's called Smoking and Drinking. The moon. The Hanged Man. And the King of Wands. Ooh, this is making me super nervous for some reason. We have the Six of Coins. Justice in reverse. Strength in the upright. Seventh house. 10 of Pentacles. 8th house. 9 of Swords. 10th house, the Ace of Cups. Is that the 10th house? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the 9th house, the Ace of Cups. The 10th house, the 2 of Coins. The 11th house, the Ace of Wands. Wait, is that right? Yeah, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for your 12th house. Okay. So first of all, you're being extremely reflective right now, right? You're not necessarily generating your own energy. You could have a first house moon, or the moon could be moving through your first house, or you're just now getting over that feeling of being really reflective. There could have been something that happened in regards to your finances where the Hanged Man in the upright, where you just had to allow things to settle back down or settle in a little bit. The King of Wands could talk about being extremely outgoing in your community, well learned, right? But just very passionate in regards to communicating, and in regards to siblings, and in regards to just being outgoing and being like a leader, and having a charisma about you. Just being very charismatic, and being charismatic and outgoing, and being able to call in what it is that you need to call into. I have my sun here in this nakshatra. Okay. We have the Six of Coins for your 4th house. So you could be paying for rent, or there's something that you're doing. You're giving money out in regards to your home. You don't have any issues investing into your home, or working for your home. You could possibly even be in a situation where like the place you're staying, like you're grateful to be in the place you're at. You do your best to treat your location with as much care and love and respect as possible. The 5th house, we have Justice in reverse for the 5th house, which is talking about dating and romance, and you have the Justice in reverse could talk, we're going to need to clarify that one. Justice in reverse could literally talk about an injustice having been done in regards to extracurricular activities. We have Strength for your 6th house, which talks about If there was anything that maybe you did wrong in regards to relationships or dating, you're really finding the strength to push through and to accept yourself and accept the situation and work to heal to right your wrongs if they did anything like that. Your 7th house, you have a very abundant relationship. There's something about that. The 10 of Pentacles is like the barbecue card, right? Just like enjoying family, enjoying your legacy, enjoying your lineage, just having a solid family lineage, having a solid The 9 of Swords, there could be something about like this secret or something about this 5th house that's keeping you up at night, or something about having a difficult time sleeping. I don't know if you're having bad dreams. This could have something to do with money as well. Other people's money. You're having a lot of anxiety about something though. I can feel it. For your 9th house, we have the Ace of Cups. Emotions, the emotions that you're cultivating within you, the emotions that are cultivating within, that are being expanded upon, right? Emotions are being judged, and I feel like there's a lot of them. Somebody finally found their way back to shore, or somebody found real true emotion and real true love, like actual love, not something that's coming out for your 10th house. So there could be something about your career that you're just in love with. You love to do it. Even if it doesn't make you a whole lot of money, it just makes you really happy and you feel blessed, and you just enjoy your job, you enjoy your career. It's just you enjoy investing a lot of time into it. It's your passion. It's not just your job, it's your passion. And then for your 11th house, we have the Ace of Wands. So you are also extremely passionate, and just, you're well learned, you're well versed. It's your 11th house is really kind of like where you get this pure source of energy, right? We have the King of Wands coming out for your 3rd house, and that talks about like your like near community, right? Like places you can walk to or places you can drive to. But the 11th house, that's like the best blessing, and I feel like you get that ability of being that King of Wands in your community, of being just charismatic and outgoing because of your 11th house, which would talk about like your, what's the word I'm looking for? Your like the greater community, right? That's like online, that's like social media, things like that. So you could have really gained some sort of presence on social media, possibly. It could even be like you've gained so much presence on social media that your dating life kind of suffers from that, because we have Justice reversed, or there's some sort of imbalance between the two of those, right? Where you have a difficult time being able to really like date because of your social media presence. Let alone just being dating in general, finding an authentic, real person is far and few between, if even possible at all. We have the Ace of Coins in reverse for your 12th house. So I think that your self-undoing, or the thing you really want to avoid, is investing any money into anything right now. Just kind of keep your money, save your money, maybe try and give your love and your emotion or your passions, right, your communication to people, instead of feeling like you need to invest money in them to to get what you need, right? Work on building strong connections with people as opposed to just using people for the things that you need. The Two of Cups is in reverse on the bottom, and the Page of Wands. Page of Swords. Okay, cool. That's all. I think. Might be more. That made me kind of nervous. I was getting a little nervous for some reason. I don't know why. Just something myself. I really like this deck though. It's kind of like scary looking. I know that, but it reads really, really well. And the cardstock is amazing. And it was extremely affordable, and I really liked that. I think this is the nicest deck I've ever owned. It's kind of gory, but it really reads very smoothly. And I like that. The first card we have out is Dominate Me. You're very powerful right now, and someone finds that irresistible. They want nothing more than to submit to you. Don't be afraid to use a firm hand. They like it a little rough. We have Submit to Me. Someone wants to control you. They want you on your knees. It sounds good. If it sounds good to you, great, enjoy it. If not, watch out, domineering behavior, so you can catch this person before they get their hooks in you. I don't think I would want this person to dominate me, personally myself. In the last reading, we pulled the same card, but I don't think I would want this energy here to do that. I don't feel open to that energy like this. Self-love is good for you. Does it really need any more explanation? Give yourself some tender, loving, and care, and you'll find it easier to manifest what you need. The vibes are high with this one. And tell me your fantasy. Someone has been fantasizing about serving and servicing you. They're eager to learn your deepest fantasies and help you fulfill them. Let your fantasies run wild at this time. I definitely like that energy a lot more for you. I'm not so much a big fan of the dominate me or submit to me, but more so just like being of service. I feel like is going to be key for this nakshatra, and being of service and just being there to please and to fulfill and to be a vessel, or a vessel to bring the person you're dealing with like dreams to life, right? Just in regard to this nakshatra, because that's what I have my sun here, so a lot of times like the sun does that, right? If you're like a true king, you'll understand that with kingship, the main thing about being a king is service and being of service, right? Serving and helping and being there for other people, holding space and giving resources, and just being there for other people when they need you, because that's what kings do. The sun's exalted on the opposite side of me, so whatever. Can we get a clarifier, please, for this Justice in reverse for the 5th house? Okay. We have the Prince of Swords. Give me just a moment. Okay. I do have this book here. I just want to get some questions for this 5th house, because that Justice reverse is kind of throwing me for a loop. So we're looking here. Okay, so I'm gonna ask some questions. We're actually gonna be looking at the 5th chakra. I thought it was for the houses, but it's for the chakras actually. So we're just gonna look at the 5th chakra and see what it has to say about this, okay? So, so move your attention to your 5th chakra. Whose energy helps you formulate how you intend to communicate externally within a situation or relationship. You choose your words and determine your tone of voice based on how you want to manage your power, drawing on strengths such as self-knowledge, personal authority, and decision-making ability. In evaluating the event or relationship from the past you have chosen, assess your present emotional state by asking yourself, how do I want to represent myself in this situation? We have interference. I'm going to move these out of the way, actually. Okay. I just don't. We're going to keep those up there. We're going to look at it just like this, okay? We have interference. The interference is Jupiter and Gemini. Okay, so there's definitely an energy here with this Mars being the ruler of this nakshatra. We are having a Mars-Jupiter conjunction right now in Gemini, which is a positive aspect to you, but there could definitely be an expansion kind of happening here. Okay, that could be being a little bit disruptive as well. It could be a little bit disruptive. I'm sorry, it's not in it's in Taurus. So this could be disruptive. This could be disruptive to you because it's not in a positive aspect to you. If it was tropical, it would be. So it really depends on where you have. It's really distant actually, because I believe it's at the beginning of Taurus or the end of Taurus. I don't know, you guys. You're gonna have to look it up for yourselves. That's not my job. I'm a pimp / rapper. I thought you knew that. Bitch asked me to come with her to go grocery shop. I told her straight up like this, no sirree, Bob. That's not my job. I don't do that. I'm a pimp / rapper. I thought you knew that. Okay, that's all. Sorry. That's Mac Dre, if you didn't know. And, you know, why am I holding on to any unfinished business? The universal hexagram. Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't know what that means. Is that this could talk? Okay, just go. If so, what is it? There's something very like this person's energies are like nervous. I feel nervous. I don't normally feel nervous. Where is that book? Oh, I have it actually wrote down in one of my notebooks. I'm going to read that just for myself. I don't know if I'll read it out loud so you can hear it, but just so you know, just because it's energy. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6. Thanksgiving is the key to asking God for things. Show him thanks for all things. And we have this in this 4th house. We have this 6 of Hellfires, and then we have the Strength card in the 4th and the 6th house. So there could literally be something that you are presenting, that you're requesting about an injustice that has been done to you, or an injustice that you witnessed, or there could just be something that you're seeing that needs to be kind of set right. And you know, you're used to that energy. You're used to kind of being the judge and understanding what needs to stay in the system and what needs to get out of the system. With Virgo ruling like the intestines, and choosing like what you put in your body, what is going to create, what's going to like, what's waste and what's not waste. That's Virgo's job. That's why they can be judgmental a little bit, or they can come across as judgmental, is because that's literally their function in the body, is to be the one that decides what stays and what goes. So, but you're very beautiful because you are the true beauty. So, if so, what is it? We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That could just be like the Sun energy came out. Unfinished business, the Sun. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That could just be like people that could be me. maybe you're feeling like there's something, what am I holding? Am I holding on to any unfinished business? There could be unfinished business here with me, especially if you're on your phone and you're literally holding me in your hand, listening to this. There could literally be some unfinished business, just in regards to maybe your happiness, just in regards to like the true feelings of love, or like not feeling like you have to buy someone's love, right? The Queen of Pentacles reversed can be like somebody that like needs, that's like in it for the money, or like in it for material, or just somebody that's very tied to the material, as opposed to somebody that's in the Sun energy and the Nine of Cups. That's much more soul energy. That's much more loving and just like, right? The Sun's the happiest fucking card in the deck, right? So maybe your unfinished business is literally tied to your happiness and your soul and your light. Am I prepared to do what it takes to release it? We have the Four of Pentacles with power. I think you're holding on to it. I think you're on the stage. There's something about the stage, right? The Sun in Capricorn, that talks about being on the platform. There could also be something about like, I haven't really figured out what exactly Abhijit means, but a first time success, right? You tried something the first time, it was successful. So if you just, you know, just let it go and let it be, just let it, you know, Mother Mary, come to me in my time, in my hour of darkness, something like that. That's a really good song to call on Archangel Michael. Do I feel that someone forced my choices? We have the Three of Wands in reverse. With virtue, somebody could be, yeah, maybe you could feel like there's definitely somebody that kind of, I feel like you're waiting for more information before you make your choice, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to you and what you're going to do and how you're going to show up in the world, how you're going to move forward. If you're going to see it for what it is, right? The proof's in the pudding. If I am what I eat, then my pudding is my treat. What would I choose to do or say differently now? The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn energy. So it really talks about somebody that's really focused on their career, right? Somebody whose career gets really expanded. Jupiter doesn't necessarily do the best in career situations because Jupiter is like the husband, right? So he does really well in Cancer. So if the Two of Pentacles was coming out in reverse, that would be more so like Jupiter in Cancer, and that would tell me that you really need to be more nurturing. But I think right now it's really important for you to focus on your work, your career, expanding your career, and really working on climbing that kind of like Jacob's ladder, climbing up higher to get to where it is that you need to go or do, right? The power that you have, right? Releasing the power, or, you know, you can keep guarding your power, or you could just change. I don't even know what I'm saying. Is it making any sense? Did we get any more reversals? We got a 12th reversal. I'm going to ask some questions from the 6th chakra. The 6th chakra organizes your external reality. According to intellectual knowledge, your beliefs and attitudes, and how you perceive the same forces in other people. Your strengths include your ability to evaluate conscious and unconscious insights and to glean wisdom from them from a wide range of experiences. Ask yourself, Let me get a different deck out though, please. Sorry, we're going in on this one. Sorry, this is my sun sign, so. I think I have it in the first pada. Or no, I think I have it in the third pada, and then the last pada is in Libra. So I have it at the very tail end of Virgo. And then I have my Venus. If we do the 28 nakshatras, including Abhijit, it's technically both in Chitra. But if it's just the 27 basic calculations, then my Venus is in the last pada of Hasta, not in Chitra. But it's very close. Not that it matters, but if you guys haven't been looking up your sidereal nakshatra charts, go do that shit. Like I'm telling you, it will give you real understanding explanations of what the fuck this shit actually means. I'm not the best at explaining it because I'm not a teacher like that. I'm an intuitive, but this shit is for real. So, and 28, if you like, have you ever watched GG33? He talks about 28 being like the number of money. So, what excuses did I create for myself that gave me permission to act as I did? So wait, how were you acting? We have the moon. You were being reflective. Okay. How did you act? You could have been having like some anxiety. Okay, there could have been like some anxiety about your finances. There could really be some anxiety about the finances. Right, there could be something that's like keeping you up at night about your finances. In the 7th house, you do have the 10 of Hellfires, but there's something about like really striving for independence and striving to be independent in the way that you create your own money, right? You might even have like a legacy, family, contractual things that bring you in money, but there's really like this pride or this sense of like, I want to do it by myself. I want to be successful. I want to create my own a source of wealth as an individual. I don't want to need other people, like my family, like that. Like there's something about wanting to be like self-made that's really that you hold a lot of pride in, and that could be something that might hold you back a little bit, but at the same time it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of energy that I'm seeing for this here. We have the 6 of Swords coming out. Transition, letting go of hatred, moving on, leaving behind relief and journeys. And what excuses did I create for myself that gave me permission to act as I did? You could have been letting go of something. There could have just been like a need to let go of trauma or let go of beliefs or let go of people, let go of sexual situations, let go of trauma regarding sexual situations. Learning to really love yourself and learn how to be the sun for yourself, right? Learn how to be reflective of what's going on inside of you instead of trying to be reflective of what's going on anywhere external from you. Might be something that I feel like Libra could really work on, because we do have that 7th house nature where we really do really good in social situations where we're able to kind of bounce off of somebody that might have like a stronger sense of ego than us, because the sun is debilitated here. The sun doesn't do so well here because it shines really, really brightly, and this is Venus's domain, and Venus is the morning star and she does shine brightly, but it's not as bright as the sun. So there's almost like this feeling of just being too bright for your situation, being too bright for anywhere you go, right? I've got Venus and the sun like in a really, really close conjunction, so I definitely really understand that energy of just being naturally a very bright individual. That sometimes can bother people, especially when they're living in the shadow. Like, that's not even my shadow. I don't even know what that shadow is coming from. I'm not saying I don't cast a shadow. I do cast a shadow. If I am my shadow's in front of me. So. Like literally my shadow is like, I'm looking at it. It's on this, the front of this right here. Do I allow the perceptions of others to open my mind or help me review my actions? Damn, we're going in on this one. I feel like this is, I can feel that, like, I can feel it. Okay. We pulled too many cards. Do you allow other people's constructive criticism to help you get better, or do you get in your feelings? I feel like, yes, you do. You might, yeah, you're working on growing, right? Growth is your thing, right? You're in it for the long run. You're definitely, you're really working on kind of slowing down and getting practical, getting grounded, right? Working on healing the things about you that have been places that you have fallen short, that you have not made it through to the end. Really working on that. Really working on your social consciousness and like how you're presenting yourself to other people is really important to you at this time. And really working on your finances and being your own financial provider, and working on your organization and being, maybe you're a working parent. It says you could be a working parent, right? So transition and letting go, maybe letting go of a relationship so you can be the best parent for your kids if you have them. Wanting to be just a solid parent, being a good parent. Being practical, working on being more practical. You could be kind of like bombastic, or like, I don't know what bombastic means. Let's Google that. Define bombastic. Bombastic. Pompous, blustering, ranting. Blathering, verbose, wordy. I didn't ask you for adjectives. I asked you, bitch, don't fucking play games with me. High sounding, but with little meaning and inflated. Okay, so adjective. If you describe someone as bombastic, you are criticizing them for trying to impress other people by saying things that sound impressive but have little meaning. He was vain and bombastic. So, somebody could be being kind of bombastic right now. Let's see. Do I frequently make up reasons that allow me to act against my own best options? I need to pull this book closer to me because I'm having a really difficult time seeing it. Do I frequently make up reasons that allow me to act against my own best options? Do I frequently make up reasons that allow me to act against my own best options? So am I constantly going against, or making up, it's like procrastinating, making up excuses to not do what you need to do when you know you need to do it. We have lost direction, disloyal, creative block, focusing on the negative, and despondent with the star in reverse. So there's definitely something you need to heal. What fears do I allow to control my mind regarding my prostitute or any other archetype? And the prostitute is just like where you will, and everyone has that archetype somewhere in their chart. According to Caroline Miss, which is where I got this book, and it's called Sacred Contracts. If you're interested in reading it, it is very good. It just goes a lot into like archetypes. She's cool. intelligent lady for sure. She kind of has a little bit of like she definitely has a little bit of like a religious trauma kind of background a little bit. She used to be like, I think, a nun, or she was just really big in the Catholic Church, and I don't believe she's so big now. She is a therapist though. She's done like Oprah and stuff. So the Magician came out, right? She's great. I would absolutely, one of my favorite archetypes in here that I struggle with really badly is the Messiah complex. And I'm going to actually read that because I like the way that she puts it. It just kind of grounds me and like reminds me that I'm just like everybody else. So this archetype is associated with the embodiment of divine power and being sent on a mission by heaven to save humanity. For all of its Judeo-Christian significance, this archetype of the Messiah has also become associated with psychological behavior. The Messiah complex, for example, applies to a person who is convinced of his divine mission and in almost all cases becomes obsessed with his mission to the point of psychosis, reaching an extreme which a person begins to hear voices directing him to take lethal actions. Criminals such as Jim Jones, Charles Manson, are evidence of the shadow Messiah to its extreme. So you could be the kind of person that just kind of feels like there's something to save, right? You're kind of like the one that jumps a little bit. So I feel that. I've been definitely kind of feeling that lately. It's weird, like when you really get that feeling, you just kind of go with it, right? Obviously don't do anything to hurt yourself or others. Don't ever do that. Never do that. That's when you know you need help. But, you know, be aware of the energies that are around you, because it can happen. Just, you're not going to save the whole world, right? Maybe focus more on little things you can help people with, right? Little things, especially when you feel a soul connection to them. Just do the things you can to help them and heal, and as above, so below. I think I'm going to stop this here. Oh, do I allow, what fears do I allow to control my mind regarding my prostitute or any other archetype? We have the Knight of Wands. Passion, energetic, bravery, fearless, confident, adventure, hero, rebellious, and inspired action. So it's not necessarily fear, but you're passionate. You follow the passion. You follow the energy of what makes you feel passionate, what makes you feel like there's energy there to do whatever your soul or your higher self is calling you to do. Obviously, make sure that you have gotten to a point of, achieving a connection, like a solid Kundalini connection, and you're stable within your own life, that you're not like going out and, like pushing, like, I don't know. I do that. I can't say I don't do that. So what have I learned through my experiences with my prostitute or other archetype? Well, that's fucking far too many. Six of Wands on the bottom. We got the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like, you kind of work through your archetypes on the wheel. When you're in the wheel, when we're doing this work, this is like being on the wheel or being in this card. Reading tarot for like all the zodiac signs. When you do that, you're always embodying this card. So this just talks about another like notch on the cycle, like another day of being on the wheel and in the wheel. And that's just, it's Jupiter. So in reverse, we have Temperance and we have the Two of Cups. And in the upright, we have the World and the Ten of Wands. I'm going to leave that message there. I hope that helped you guys so much. Sending you two birds. Oh, did we get that card? No, I think that was before. Anyways, there's this one card in this deck. Might put it on the thumbnail, but it's literally this guy. He's got a chick like on her knees in front of him. He's got 4 arms. He's got one finger like this behind him. and there's like a fire explosion, the middle finger being fire, and it's like fucking combustion behind. It's so funny, dude. It's the best. It honestly makes me giggle. So that's my favorite card in this deck. It's the Six of Cups, so this is definitely kind of like a Scorpio deck for me. Anyways, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. And we have Newman and Aries over here. It says go for it. So do you, baby boo. Don't tell me what you do, because I didn't like that energy. Goodbye.